Hello, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your prediction for the second quarter of 2026. We're going to take a look at April, May, and June. It is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it's meant for someone else. And be sure to check out your other placements. If you don't know what they are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Capricorn collective now. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Capricorn need to know for the second quarter of 2026? What do they need to know for April, May, and June? I just heard, should I? Should I? Okay, we'll see if that comes up in your reading. Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. For April, we have the Star. We have the Six of Wands. And we have the Page of Wands. For May, you have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Eight of Pentacles, and you have the Five of Wands. And for June, you have the Hanged Man, Temperance, and the Ace of Wands. Your overall energy for the second quarter, 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, and 7 of Pentacles. That leaves the Sun, 8 of Swords, 6 of Swords, and the 5 of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. Okay, looking pretty good so far, working on something new. Maybe that's a should I, shouldn't I work on this? So let's clarify this now with the After Tarot deck. The images are different, changes the meanings a little bit, but we'll go through them as necessary in your reading today. Clarify this, please, for the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements for the second quarter of 2026 for April, May, and June. We are clarifying the Star, 6 of Wands, Page of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, 8 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, the Hanged Man, Temperance, and the Ace of Wands. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Star is being clarified by Justice. The Six of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Swords. Page of Wands is clarified by the Six of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune clarified by the Six of Cups. Eight of Pentacles clarified by the Nine of Swords. Five of Wands clarified by the 10 of Wands. The Hanged Man clarified by the 5 of Wands. Temperance, clarified by the 7 of Pentacles. Ace of Wands, clarified by the 5 of Cups. Should I or shouldn't I? Overall energy, Knight of Wands, 10 of Swords, and the Death card. That leaves the 6 of Swords, 9 of Cups, 4 of Wands, and the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Looks like the second quarter of 2026 has you deciding about whether or not you want to move towards a new connection, whether that is professional, platonic, or romantic, different for all of you. Obviously, we're going to clarify. But April has the Star to Justice, 6 of Wands to the Ace of Swords, Page of Wands to the 6 of Pentacles. It's almost like, is this worth my investment? So some kind of opportunity here or idea that you have, you find it to be very healing, very balanced. You want victory with it. You can see victory with it. And you're just discovering here about whether or not you should pour pentacle energy into whatever or whomever this is. I feel like it's connection-based, but again, it could be with a friend, a new employer, could be with a romantic partner. But this is the should I, shouldn't I that I heard. Then in May, Wheel of Fortune to the 6 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles to the 9 of Swords, 5 of Wands to the 10 of Wands. You're moving towards the Ace of Wands. It may be difficult, but you're choosing to do that. You are casting aside any doubts, fears, anxieties, reservations that you have, and you're deciding to move forward. So you are moving towards, again, this new connection, whatever this is for you, or I'll just call it a connection. Hangman to the 5 Wands. There's no argument here. You're not internally conflicted. Temperance to the 7 of Pentacles. I'm going to invest. This person is holding the Ace of Pentacles. They're ready to plant a seed. They're ready to invest in the hopes of getting to the 10 of Pentacles. So, and then we have that Ace of Wands again to the 5 of Cups. And the 5 of Cups, this person is eyeing the new 2 of Cups. So eyeing the new friend or the relationship or something like that. The new boss, new business partner. So you are, should I, shouldn't I, move in this direction, connect with this person. And then it looks like you end up doing it. But let's clarify this more now. Okay. Clarify that Page of Wands. I feel like that's where it all begins. Clarify that Page of Wands. I feel like you're weighing the pros and cons of doing this. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Page of Wands is clarified by Two of Cups. This partnership, Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles. Well, do I move forward towards this? At what speed do I move forward towards this? Do I invest in this? How quickly do I do this? So let's say it's a work-based situation here. You decide you no longer want to be at your current place of employment. You're seeing things clearly. You could be more victorious in a better, more balanced type of work environment. But then you're deciding, well, how much effort do I want to put into finding a new job? Am I looking to find this new job next week, or am I looking to find it 6 months from now? So again, it feels like you are trying to reach some type of conclusion here about your level of investment in discovering this connection, or I'll just say investing in this connection. Tell me about that Six of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Thank you. This is clarified by the Five of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the Tower. I'm definitely going to clarify that Tower, but there's that Wheel of Fortune again at the bottom of the deck. So let's put this in context of a current partnership. You have a current partnership in your life. There's a lot of work here that needs to be done in terms of healing this partnership. And you're trying to decide your level of investment. Do I want to go full throttle in revamping this relationship and rebuilding this relationship? Do I want to take a wait and see approach? I know that if I invest in this relationship, I want it to be successful. And the Five of Pentacles in the After Tower deck, the person's coming out from being out in the cold. So it's like, if I invest in this partnership, again, if this is something existing for you, I wanted to go the distance. Remember, your overall energy here is I will proceed forward and I will invest that Seven of Pentacles. I will proceed forward, but it's almost like you want some kind of guarantee. And so you're not sure. You don't want to make a mistake from the past. So again, we'll go back to, I want to find another job, but if I'm going to find another job, I don't want it to be exactly like the job that I currently have, because then what is the point of leaving the job that I currently have, So it's like, I want to be very careful in finding the new job. I'm interested in finding a new love partner for those of you where you're single, but I don't want to end up in the type of relationship that I just left or that just exited my life. So you definitely here are contemplating a connection in your life, either a current one in your life or making the effort to discover a new one or invest in a new one. But it's like, I don't want to repeat a mistake from the past. And therefore, I need to figure out, I'm speaking like you, how quickly or how slowly I'm going to invest in this partnership. It's definitely a partnership-based reading. We have Justice here. That's Libra. Libra rules the house of partnerships, marriage, commitments, even if it's just with a friend. I want to keep clarifying. I feel like this is going to be sort of like a puzzle, and I'm going to have to continue to put these pieces together again. So that message may change a little bit. Let's clarify a couple more cards. Wheel of Fortune. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune here. One more shuffle. Thank you. I'm noticing that Knight of Wands came out again. So I think you're going to decide whatever this is, you're going to move slow, because Death card, Ten of Swords, Knight of Wands, you're not moving fast. If I'm finding a new love partner, I don't need to find one tomorrow. I'm not going to walk down the aisle with the first person that I date again. So if you are a single Capricorn and you're going back and forth here about, should I really start exploring new romantic partners? I really want someone, but I don't just want to be with anyone type of feeling. You seem to decide here, you know what, I'm not going to just start randomly dating people and like settle down with the first person. I want to take it slow. You're putting an end to the Knight of Wands energy here of like, I quickly have to find someone. You know what I mean? I quickly have to connect with a new love partner. It's like, no, I'm going to take it slow because I don't want to end up in the type of relationship that I previously had. I want things to be different. If I'm going to enjoy someone's company, then I want to make sure that it's for the duration. I want it to be a slow build here. I want to make sure that I have time to really get to know this person and know who I'm getting involved with. If it's a current relationship and you're choosing to move forward with it, you have that decision point there in April. I can go really fast, full throttle, Knight of Wands, or I can just take it slow and see how it goes and observe this person's behavior towards me. So again, because I don't want the relationship to be the Seven of Swords, I don't want, because I feel like that's what transpired here if it's a current connection. So some of you are choosing to give someone in your life a second chance or another chance. And you have a decision here how fast or how much of yourself you want to pour into the connection. And you're choosing, I'm going to go slow. I have a very wait and see attitude here. if this connection can go the distance. So it's like observing. So you're observing the new person or new people that you'll be dating. You're observing the current partner. There's no fast movement here on the Capricorn collective. If it's a job, I'm not going to just accept. And it's like you're telling yourself, I'm not going to accept the first job offer. I'm going to really do my due diligence in that Knight of Pentacles. I want to make sure that if I leave this job, I'm leaving it for the right one. That's the feeling I get here. Let's get one more shuffle on this Wheel of Fortune. One more shuffle. Thank you. Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Lovers, the Seven of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I don't want to get into another connection where I am repeating the past. I don't want a job that looks exactly like the job I'm leaving. I don't want a relationship exactly like the past, relationship that I had. And if I'm staying in this partnership because I want to make it work, I'm going to go slow here. Wheel of Fortune came out again to that Six of Cups. Wheel of Fortune, King of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. It's like, I hope I find the right job. I hope I find the right person. I hope that this relationship, if I'm staying with this person, works out in the end. I'm willing to pour some pentacle energy. I want to see union and happiness, and have a connection here that's worth celebrating. But I'm going really slow. At the end of the day, I want happiness, but I'm going slow. And this is like a boundary you're creating with yourself. Again, not hopping into the first relationship, not reconnecting with this person and just pretending like the past didn't happen. They're very cautious, Capricorn collective here, as they're moving towards this new partnership or moving along with the current partnership. Same thing if this is work. I may leave it, I may not leave it. Time will tell. I'm just going to observe what's happening here in my work environment. Five of Wands. Why is the Five of Wands here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Five of Wands is clarified by Page of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and the Empress. Bottom of the deck, the Magician. This is like time will tell. Time will tell if I stay at this job. Time will disclose to me the job that I should accept. You're in no rush here. That's the feeling I get here. Time will tell if the relationship works out with this person. Time will tell if it doesn't. No rush here. One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, and Queen of Swords. Bottom of the deck, High Priestess. Hot damn. So you're going to move forward with the new job, but you're keeping an eye on... I'm sorry, let me correct that. You're going to move forward with the current job, but you're keeping an eye on them. Because the moment you sense any type of Seven of Swords behavior, you're out. You're going to look for a new job. You're going to date this person. Let's say it's a new person. Or you'll allow yourself or enable yourself to get out there and connect with some new people. But you're not rushing into the first relationship, the first person you date. Again, I'm going to take it slow because you're looking for long-term sustainable results, long-term emotional contentment, or long-term financial abundance. If you're staying with this current person, you have a very much, I'm praying, hoping for the best, but I'm preparing for the worst. So I'll invest in this connection, but at any point I see this person doing something that's a little sneaky, I'm ready to cut them off in that Queen of Swords. So you're going to have to take this message how it resonates to you, Capricorn. And obviously it's a predictive reading, right? It's for the next 3 months. So you're going to see how this plays out for you. But to clean up the message for you, you're either looking for a new connection, professional, platonic, or romantic, but you're not rushing into just immediately linking up with the first, professional, platonic, romantic person you meet. Or if it's your current, the job situation, the friend, or the lover, you have a very watch and see attitude because something transpired here that was displeasing to you in the past. So although you're giving them the benefit of the doubt and you're going to try it again, you're going extremely slow in this. The Sun card popped out. I don't know when exactly that fell, but because I think that's what you're looking for. 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. And that's why it's like time will tell if that's what this will be. Hangman to the Five of Wands. Again, there's no argument here on your part. You're voluntarily choosing, to look for this type of connection or to stay in this particular connection, but it's very much a watch and see. I want to know what Temperance, why is Temperance there? Again, Temperance is Sagittarius energy, but it's slow fire. One more shuffle. Thank you. Temperance is clarified by the Fool, the Two of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. Slow. We're moving slow. No argument. You don't even want to fight. I feel like you're watching this person, or you're watching this environment, or you're... Tell me more about this. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Two of Cups, that person, Three of Swords, Two of Swords. I'm going to be honest with you. If you're looking for a new job, I don't even think, and you're currently employed, I don't even know if you're going to find a new job in April or May. You might find one in June, but you are so cautious. You're so thoroughly reviewing all of your possible employment options or even offers that you receive. I don't see you immediately selecting one in April or May. I see you here in June doing that, Ace of Wands to the Two of Cups, but I don't see you quitting your job in the next 2 months and moving towards a new employer. And again, I think it's you're being extremely diligent and cautious about finding this new place of employment. If you're looking for a new lover, you may date 1 or 2 people in April or May, but there's nothing serious here. I have to be honest with you. You're looking for someone who wants what you want, a long-term committed partnership to build a life with or rebuild a life with, and you're going to move very slow in that respect. I do see you actually meeting someone here that you like, that you're very passionate about, and you want to know more about them in June, probably halfway through the month of June, towards the end of June. But April and May just seems to be very light dating at the very least. Again, you're moving very cautiously into the dating world. If this is your current relationship and you're willing to give this person another try, April and May just has you kind of sleeping with one eye open. I have to be honest with you. You're hoping that this all works out, but you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. I mean, you're waiting for this person to F up again. You're a bit guarded. In June, I see you relaxing that a bit more. You start opening up your heart to this person more. It looks like you're making more progress. Intimacy is most likely restored or increasing in the month of June between you and your current person. But I don't see a lot of movement from you in the 3D in terms of April or May. It just seems to be a very soft, calculating approach. Whatever you did in the past, or maybe you rushed head first, or you trusted, someone immediately, or that you have put an end to. Your overwhelming feeling is, we'll wait and see if this can go the distance, or if I find the right job, or I find the right person, or my person ends up being the right person. It's very much a wait and see attitude for the first 2 months. Ace of Wands. Clarify that Ace of Wands here, because this is either the new job opportunity, the new relationship. There's a card from the other deck here, Sun card. There's either a new job here, a new person that really has piqued your interest, or like I said, you're looking upon your current person more favorably in the month of June. Tell me about that Ace of Wands. Don't take it. We'll look at it though. Ace of Swords. Everything I say is the truth. Ace of Wands. One more shuffle here. Thank you. You have the Six of Cups, you have the Nine of Wands, and you have the Two of Swords. Bottom of the deck is that King of Wands. So, which it could be this other energy, this other person. So you are proceeding forward with great caution with this soulmate here, with the new job. You're accepting the job offer. You're dating this person, albeit cautiously, because what you've gone through in the past. But again, eyes are blindfolded. This is the Moon in Libra, the Two of Swords, and we have a full moon in Libra on April 1st. That energy of that full moon is going to be with us for a while. So again, it's very much a wait and see about this new person, but you are engaging with them. If it's your current person, I feel like things are getting more intimate between you and them in June. You're feeling more relaxed with them. Obviously, whatever it is that you're observing in April and May makes you more comfortable with them by June. One more shuffle. Thank you. That Five of Cups, we have the Emperor, we have Temperance, and we have the Page of Cups, bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. Yes. So you're accepting the job offer. You're taking this new romantic partnership more seriously. You're opening up more. You're being more emotionally vulnerable with your person. If this is a reconnection, or you're in the connection, something happened, and you're giving them another chance, another try here. Whatever this is seems to be very balanced for you. You feel comfortable enough to be vulnerable with it. You're also trusting this more. You're trusting the new person. You're trusting the new employer, or you're trusting your current partner more. It's collective general reading. You claim that person however you want, because I don't know your individual story. But there's a whole hell of a lot of trust here in June. Okay, I think that's all we need to know. Anything else we need to know about the person? Either the new romantic interest, or the new employer, or the current love partner. Anything we need to know about them, their energy for the second quarter here. They seem to be playing quite the prominent role here for you. Let's do this. Let's get one card, and I'll clarify them each. One card if it is one card if it's the new employer. Energy of the new employer, if that's what this is here in June. One more shuffle. Thank you. Energy of the new employer, the Sun card. So yes, you're liking it. You're seeing that this place can really go the distance. You're happy in the work situation. They're paying you more money, or there's a guarantee, like commissions or something like that in the future. You seem to be very happy with the new job. If this is a new romantic partner, energy of their person. And remember, we're looking at their energy. So the new job is loving you. You're like, it's a baby on the card with the sunflowers. You're like a breath of fresh air for the company or the department or something like that. So you're very well liked, very well received at the new place of employment. Energy of the new love partner. Energy of the new love partner. We have the Ace of Pentacles. They're looking for long-term commitment. They're willing to plant a seed with you. They're willing to see where this goes. Strength card at the bottom of the deck. Energy of the existing love partner. Energy of the existing love partner. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the World card. They want a new cycle with you after walking away, or you walked away from them, and the Eight of Cups. So this is looking really good. We'll get one card clarifiers for each. For the new employer, energy towards Capricorn, clarify that Sun, please. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Sun is clarified by the Knight of Swords, and they will communicate this to you. So your new employer will tell you how happy everyone is with you, your new ideas, your new approach, your fresh approach. It's a breath of fresh air to the department, to the employees, to the higher-ups. They're very content with you, and they will be expressing that to you in June or shortly after you start the new place of employment. Ace of Pentacles for the energy of the new romantic partner. Clarify that Ace of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Thank you. The new romantic partner, Two of Wands. Wow. This is someone who wants to start planning a future with you. Be careful with that. You've only, started dating them within the last couple of months, but this is someone who sees promise in a future with you. They like the direction that this relationship is going in. And clarify the World card for the existing partner here that wants this new cycle here with Capricorn. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The World card is clarified by the Eight of Wands, and this person's going to communicate this to you, Queen of Wands. Again, I feel like there's a lot of passion here. So they're expressing to you how attractive you are, how attracted they are to you, how they want to move the relationship forward. They could even suggest relocating, moving, something like that here is at play. Yes, we have the Queen of Wands, we have the Page of Pentacles, and the Chariot to the Ace of Cups. So this person is starting to discuss marriage, or if you're already married, maybe the renewal of your vows. Very well could be some trip. They want to spend money on you. If you need a vehicle, your current person here might in June offer to buy you a vehicle or help you purchase a vehicle. Also could be relocation or talks of relocating. But this person is looking to have this a solid new beginning with you, and it looks like they are expressing that to you. So overall, it looks good. But again, your energy is, and just wait and see. I'm going to wait and see, how this all plays out. No rush on your part. Overall, looks like a good quarter. Definitely looks like a good quarter, because whether this is career and finance or love and romance, you have a pretty damn good idea of what you want, and that's why you're not settling. I might call your video that. You're definitely not settling. You know exactly what it is that you want. And that I like for you very much. Let's get you some oracle cards here for April, May, and June. One more shuffle. Thank you. For April, we have quiet strength. For May, self-awareness. And for June, resilience. Bottom of the deck, step by step. Yeah, you're going to take it slow, step by step. Follow the natural pace and gradually achieve your goals. That's exactly what you're doing. No rush. It's like death to the Knight of Wands, not rushing into anything, not accepting the first thing, not settling for less, not immediately forgiving this person. Again, however this reading resonates for you. Slow, slow, slow. I'll read these to you in a second. Let's get 3 more cards here on the table for April, May, and June for the Capricorn collective. One more shuffle. Thank you. Elder's wisdom, ancient castle, and Celtic chalice, which is very much like the Ace of Cups, which I told you there's that new or new beginning. Bottom of the deck, the silent stone. So in April, you have quiet strength. Find power in stillness. You're waiting for the right moment to act. I told you that's exactly what you're doing. Bottom of the deck, elders' wisdom. You're seeking guidance from elders. Their experience is a beacon. I would pay attention to your dreams, downloads, thoughts, ideas you get. Or you actually could have like an older family member or friend that you look up to that's giving you some sage advice about this particular partnership that is of interest to you. In May, self-awareness. Understand your inner needs and your true feelings. That's exactly what you're doing. And look, two people in terms of partnership. So again, it's that I don't need to rush. I'm very self-aware. I know what it is that I want, and I'm not settling for less. Ancient castle. Fortify your defenses. Strength comes from within. No rush here. Very much Knight of Pentacles energy. No rush here. I know what I want. I want that castle, right? I want it all, basically. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. June. Resilience. Possess strength that doesn't easily break. Growing stronger under pressure. And Celtic chalice. Embrace emotional fulfillment. Your cup overflows with abundance. You have a new opportunity here. It's all because you were resilient, because you waited. Because you waited, because you had a wait and see attitude, because you didn't jump into the first relationship, because you didn't accept the right job. You now have something that is more in alignment with you. And because you didn't rush with this person, I don't want to say that you made them earn you back, but I want to get 3 cards on them. I don't want to say that you earned them back. I get the feeling like you were observing them this time around to make sure that that they were true to their word. Anything else about that past person or, current person that Capricorn's working things out with here? One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Wands, 4 of Wands, and the Hermit. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Pentacles. Yeah. Do they want a reunion with you, long-term committed partnership? They do. They've thought about it a lot. So I hate to say that they choose you. That sounds so trivial, sounds so, immature. But yeah, this person wants long-term committed partnership with you. Again, your past person or this current person where you've had that Tower to the 7 of Swords moment with them. It looks like you're not 100% sold on it. That's why you're taking it slow. By June, you seem to be more emotionally vulnerable with them. 2 cards here for April. Main male is on the side and the occupation. Do I want to work on this connection with the boss? Find a new boss. Find a new love partner. Could be main, female. I don't read body parts, but you're looking for the main person. You know what I mean? Main job, main lover. Your current lover, are they the main lover? How much, again, occupation, how much work am I going to put into this? For May, unexpected. Yeah, unexpected opportunity. Did we have another flipper here? Yes, unexpected opportunity here. Family room and sudden wealth. So there's the job offer. There's you meeting this new person that you're dating. You and your person coming back together again. Something unexpected here. There's some kind of conversation here between you and them that takes place. Tell me about June, because again, June, I see you here moving towards the new. By that, what I mean is like the new chapter of your life. This came out in the reverse. You have poverty, told you, and privileged lady. Bottom of the deck, you have bad health to coffin to the main female. Look at that. So I want to say you are moving forward with the new job. Pays you a hell of a lot more than the last job. You're now in 9 of Pentacles energy. For those of you where you are looking for a new romantic partner, you find your main mate. Okay, it's not someone who's like the past person. So again, because you didn't rush, because you put an end to rushing, you didn't do that. You now have a house, very structured and stable connection. This new person is single. They could be financially abundant. They could have an ex as well. Just be mindful of that. I don't think that's any relevancy to you, and by ex, I mean like an ex-spouse, ex-husband, ex-wife, something like that. For others of you, if this is your current connection, I think you are healing this. I almost think like you, by waiting and seeing, you're bringing the relationship back from the dead. That's the feeling that I get here. You weren't quite sure if they were the main male, main female, and then there seems to be full recovery or substantial recovery by June, like the relationship is restructured here in a healthier way for you. So that is what I have for you. Take your time with whomever or whatever this is. April and May might go very slow for you in terms of this particular connection or finding this job. What you want comes in for you in June. I think that's the point of this message. And also by you taking your time, you doing this step by step, it's allowing you to not rush into the connection or re-rush back into it. You have a very wait and see approach here. And because of that, it looks like in June, you're getting exactly what it is that you desire. So good for you for taking your time and knowing your worth and your value. That's what I have for you, Capricorn, for the second quarter of 2026. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. Until I read for you again, good luck with this. And as always, I'm sending you light, love, and peace.